Okay, so let's go ahead and read the first one and see if we can figure out what in the world we're doing. Number 1, in order to join a dancing club, there's a $30 startup fee and a $4 monthly fee. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that models this situation. Okay, so let's talk about this. Sometimes it is helpful to make a little T-chart and find some values here. So we are going to say number of months and what the total cost is. Now, the very first month that you sign up, so if I go there today and I sign up, I've been signed up for 0 months, right? How much is it going to cost me if I want to join this club? It's going to cost me $30, right? It's going to cost me $30 right now, and then every month after this, it's going to cost me an additional $4. So we should say total cost. So when I first walk in the door, if I want to sign up, I have to pay $30 right then to just get me in the system. Maybe I get a T-shirt. I don't know. Whatever they got going on, it's $30 for me to sign up. Okay? After that first month, now how much total have I paid to this dancing club? Do I have to pay that $30 every month? No, just that one time. But now I have to start paying $4 every month to stay in the club. Does that make sense? So after that first month is complete, I would have spent the $30 from the initial startup plus $4 more. So now I've forked over $34 in total to them. After the second month, how much would I have given them? $38, because it's only $4 more every month. I don't have to pay that $30 again. That's a one-time thing, and then I pay $4 from there. If you were to look at this as a graph, so if I did number of months and total cost, at 0 months, I'm starting at 30, right? So I'm not starting at the origin. I'm not starting at 0, 0, because I had to pay that $30 startup fee. And now I'm going to go up $4 every month. So now I'm going to have a line that basically has a slope of $4 every month for as long as I decide to stay in this club. So that's kind of what the graph would look like. Notice I didn't graph it in the negative, like I didn't do this whole thing and graph it this way. Because can I have negative months? No. So I don't even need to worry about those. I can't have negative months. So I'm really just looking at that first quadrant when I graph real world situations for the most part. Okay? And each one's a little bit different, but here it wouldn't make any sense to have negative months, and that my total cost certainly isn't going to be negative. So anyway, this isn't even what they wanted us to do, but it can be helpful to sort of visualize this is what I'm looking at. So remember, I want y equals mx plus b. Now, what is the slope of this thing? I know I didn't put numbers on here, but 4. Aren't I going up $4 every month? So I'm going up $4 every month. So my slope is 4. And then what's my y-intercept? 30. That's where I'm starting. At 0 months, I have to pay $30. So that's what the equation would look like in slope-intercept form. Before I do anything, I have to pay that $30. So that's my starting point. That's me joining the club. I have to pay the $30. Now I'm going to pay, in addition to that, $4 for every month that I'm there. So X would just represent the number of months that I'm in the club, and Y would be my total cost. Try number 2. Number 2 is the exact same idea, it's just a different scenario. You're going to join an online learning community, a $20 startup fee and a $5 monthly fee. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that models that situation. So you don't have to make the t-table and the graph if you don't want to. If it helps you, go ahead. If you feel like you can jump right to the equation, go for it. Pablo, you think you have it?
Yeah.
Tell me, y equals what?
5x plus 20.
You are correct. I have that $20 startup fee, and I'm paying $5 a month. So, guys, what's so neat about this is that you can plug in a value for X if you want. Say I've been a member of this community for 6 months. How much have I spent on this online learning community after 6 months? $50. Because I just pop in a 6, and I get 30 plus 20, $50. Isn't that neat? So you can do it for any value. You can even plug in decimals if you wanted. If I was in it for, 2.5 months. Okay, try 3. In order to become a member of the Library All-Star Members Club, there's a $40 sign-up fee and $2 a month fee. Try writing your equation and then go ahead and try number 4. They ask you to find the cost of being an all-star for 19 months. So try 3 and 4. Okay, we got an answer? Let's start on 3. Who can give me my equation for number 3? Y equals 2x plus 40, you say? I agree. That $40 fee plus $2 a month. Okay, great. Now in 4, I'm just going to use that same equation that I just came up with. And they want me to find the total cost of being an all-star library member for 19 months. Anybody got a final answer? Olivia? I agree with you. Because remember what you're doing. You're going to replace the x with 19. So now all I have to do is that math. So 2 times 19 is 38 plus 40. So y, being the total cost, would be $78. Now, because this is a word problem, you should get in the habit of giving your answers in a sentence. So $78 total cost for membership, something like that. I mean, you can write it in your own words. But we should get in the habit of answering word problems with words, right? Okay, so we have about 15 minutes left of class. I think we're fine for you to try the rest of these because they're all similar and they're going to ask you different questions to answer different things, but actually, take a peek at 16 real quick. That one's a little bit different. An airplane is 30,000 feet above the ground and it begins descending at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute. Write an equation to model the situation and then find the altitude of the plane after 5 minutes. Alright, so let's talk about this. A plane is 30,000 feet above the ground and it's going to start descending at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute. What does the word descending even mean? You're right. In my equation, it is going to represent a negative. What does descending mean, just like in everyday language? Going down. Yes. So imagine I have a plane flying, it's going to start to land, so it's got to start to descend. But Pablo's absolutely right. That means if I'm going down, my equation should have a negative in it. So think about what this graph might look like. I'm even going to draw a little sketch. Here's the ground, right? And I'm just going to draw myself a y-axis. Here's my plane. I'm not very good at drawing planes, but there's my plane, right? And where is it starting? Oh, that's an excellent plane, actually. Where is it starting? 30,000. So I'm all the way up here at 30,000 feet. And then it's going to start to descend so it can land eventually, right? So if I graph what this plane's going to start doing, it's going to look like this, right? Eventually until it hits the ground. So what's the slope of this line? Is it positive or negative? That's where my negative comes in, right? Because I'm going down exactly 2,000 feet per minute. So, but my y-intercept is 30,000. So I have all the pieces that I need. It's telling me what the slope is. It's descending, so my slope is I'm going down 2,000 feet per minute, and I know I'm starting at 30,000 feet. So if I put all those pieces together, what does my equation look like? Y equals correct. That's what my equation looks like in slope-intercept form. I started at 30,000 and I'm going to drop 2,000 feet a minute. Okay? So then you got to finish this part. You should probably do it right now so you don't forget later. So go ahead and find it after 5 minutes. Your homework this evening is just to finish this page front and back, but you have a